So, will this be yet another month where I say, we're getting close, but nothing happens? I mean, possibly. It always seemed like it could be, and it happened so many times, but yeah, I mean, things may have slowed to a crawl, but that definitely wasn't what this month was. This month was a lot better. But it did start slow. Like the first day, I tried to make money again. I did make a zombie to help us get points, which had to count for something. Next day was the day I got the meal finished, which was nice to finally have that done. That allowed me to get further with Miss Charm, but I need aristocrat papers. Remember that thing I needed 12 gold coins for? Yeah, it's that. I was asked by the Inquisitor if I knew anything about occult stuff, and of course I know a lot about occult stuff. But he seemed like an arsehole, so I didn't tell him anything. I had to continue making money, of course, but I'm going to make a point of breaking it up, so that's what we're going to do now. Checking my quest, I need to find a magical cure for the merchant, which is a simple case of talking to Clotho, and then she'll tell us how to make some spices, so we get that done. Giving them to him gets us a new quest to impress the royals with 5 gold star meals. That'll take a while, but we can do it. I start by making some onion rings, then making some lentil soup, and then to get the ingredients for cake. Turns out making the cake really wasn't that hard, and getting them delivered brought us a step closer to being done with the merchant. We now need to get Miss Charm to help us advertise, but she'll do it as long as she's given some jewellery. That didn't take us long to make at all. Once I give it to her, she agrees to help with that, but more importantly today, we get the blood altar done, which is great because now he's told us how to get some of the items we need to get home, and they all involve talking to people we already know. I bet it involves finishing their quest lines too. Speaking of quest lines, we made progress with the merchant, which is nice. We also made the hardest sword in the game for Snake, and then we're having a ritual, and then he kills me to prove his magic, even though he didn't do that. It worked though, they're convinced. The bad news is he's now being hunted. Oh dear. Seems like word got out. I go and have a chat with him and with a wooden plank, and it's time to wait. This game makes it look like days are passing, but considering everyone's walking at normal speed, it doesn't work. Eventually, when the adventurer is finally done with the brothel, seriously, we crush him to death with the boulder. He has a medallion that will let us get to the deepest part of the dungeon, which is nice. Now we have to clean him up, but thankfully he wraps himself into a neat body bag. Once we bury him onto the dungeons, we have to finish it. It takes a few days, but we get to the end and get the golden apple. That's the dungeon completely finished, which feels like a big deal. We have a chat with Snake and even have a lick of the apple. Don't ask. He now asks for Dark Heart, which is easy for her to get. I mean, literally the next body delivered have one. The bad news is he's already gone by the time I have it. I'll have to wait a week for the delivery. When I deliver it to him, he uses a ritual to summon what he wants most, his father, the Inquisitor. Yeah. It ends up somehow being a happy reunion, and with both of them maxed out, I get 2 out of 6 items needed to finish the game, which means I was right. The 6 items come from maxing out the 6 main characters. We still have the merchant, the bishop, the astrologer, and Miss Charm to go. My focus now is on that bloody expensive aristocrat papers because that's holding me back with the bishop, the astrologer, and Miss Charm. I expected it to take a while, but boom, I got it, finally. On the next day I gave it to the priest, which allowed me to do the ceremony and reunite him with his brother, and that's 2 more items. I even got to build the first item of the portal. Then I spoke to Miss Charm, got her a step further, but I need a love song. I bribed the local poet, now to just wait and see. I did get that song though, from the poet that's now gone wild and is living in the bushes, and then got arrested. Okay then. But with that though, we're done for the month. I don't want to say we'll be done next month, but honestly, it seems really likely. We've only got 2 more items left to get, and we're like 60-70% of the way through those quests, so there's a real chance. Regardless, I'm happy with this month, we've done a lot more, and I'm hoping we'll continue that trend next month. Maybe even finishing. Who knows?